We've all heard about enzymes, right? You know, they catalyze reactions. Here's the thing though, enzymes don't just catalyze reactions, they catalyze reactions, a function that keeps all of us alive. They do this by holding reactants in place and lowering the energy needed to perform critical chemical reactions in our bodies, such as breathing and digesting our food, which plays a huge role in speeding up these reactions and allowing our bodies to function. Think about baking a batch of brownies. You don't just dump your eggs and sugar on the table and hope that they mix. No, you use an enzyme, in this case, a mixer, to keep them in the right spot and combine them quickly. So thank goodness that we have enzymes to speed up all the important chemical reactions in our bodies, right? Well, kind of. You see, the problem with enzymes is that they are extremely sensitive to changes in temperature and acidity, or pH. And what happens when we need to catalyze reactions that we don't even have an enzyme for? Well, what if I told you that scientists can now create their own artificial enzymes to help solve those problems? There's a plethora of different types of artificial enzymes, but they can be broken down into a few main categories. First, we have our builders, enzyme mimics. They use existing natural or synthetic molecules as their base, but add specificity at certain points to make them mimic the functioning of natural enzymes. Enzymes are massively complex molecules, but they're often portrayed as Pac-Man-like entities for simplicity, so let's go with that for now. Okay, so here's our target enzyme shape. Basically, with an enzyme mimic, we start with a host molecule that, say, looks like this. Now that gets us most of the way there, but enzymes have to match their substrates, the reactants, perfectly in order to work. So we add specific functional groups, designed to be like those on particular amino acids, to make our host molecule match up with our target. Even though this procedure starts with molecules that already exist, it's still extremely complicated, and enzyme mimics have other more specific classifications such as kenzymes, synzymes, and nanozymes based on what their host molecules are. Nanozymes, which use nanomaterials as their base, they've shown promise as a potential cure for Parkinson's disease. Next, we have our fashionistas, designer enzymes. Basically, these are enzymes built completely from scratch, sometimes to catalyze reactions that don't have any natural enzymes, such as some of those involved in creating treatments for type 2 diabetes. There are many steps that go into creating these enzymes, including computerized design and genetic modification. Finally, we have enzymes made from artificial building blocks, including synthetic nucleic acids, non-canonical amino acids, and beta amino acids. Just like enzymes in the other two categories, enzymes in this category are being studied as potential disease therapies. In fact, a researcher at the University of Cambridge developed a synthetic nucleic acid enzyme that can cut up the COVID-19 virus. Just like we might search through aisles of mixers to find the one that's right for us, scientists have to consider all of these different options when choosing the best method for designing an artificial enzyme that will meet their needs.